All right, action. Let's start professionally here. Action. Fucking hell. I should have recorded this earlier. I'm going loopy. All right. G'day, everybody. This is Chris from SUP Racer, and today we're chatting about the SUP 11 City Tour, which is my favorite event in the world. It's the funnest race for me, even though it's a very special kind of fun. And I think it's special just because it's so much more than a race. You can't even really describe the 11 City Tour as a race. It's more an experience. It's an adventure. It's a journey. It's an odyssey. It's a physical challenge. It's a mental challenge. You'll go through this roller coaster of emotions. You'll love it. You'll definitely hate it at certain points. Then you'll love it again. And when you reach the finish line on day 5, if you complete your journey and you get the special medallion, that feeling is an overwhelming sense of pride and satisfaction and accomplishment. And I guarantee you'll start counting down the days till the next edition. It's addictive, this race. I've been doing the SUP 11 City Tour since 2014, and I try to never miss a year. It's the one thing I always pencil in on my calendar because it's not just a fun race on the water, it's such a fun event off the water. The atmosphere surrounding the 11 cities is incredible. The camaraderie between the paddlers is unique. It's very special. All the work of the volunteers are just, they're badasses. They do so much work to make this event happen, and it's fun just hanging out with them. So it's like a reunion. It's like a special kind of fun, torturous holiday boot camp all rolled into one. And one of the questions is, how would you describe the 11 City Tour? Or can you sum it up in one word? And mine would be school camp. If that's one word, I don't know. It's one word now, school camp. So I think the 11 City Tour is like school camp for adults. And it's just this crazy reunion from paddlers all around the world. You meet up with old paddling friends, you make new friends, and you just have this incredible adventure together for a week in a really cool part of the world. I think Friesland is a very, very, very special, very beautiful part of the world. Every time I go to the 11 City Tour, I love to paddle. Like, it's a fun challenge, but I also love to share this race with the fans all around the world through the Paddle League, through SUP Racer, through Facebook and Instagram and the blogs, because there's so many interesting stories in this race. To me, it's the richest event in the world. There's so many stories, within the race. It's not just a short, sharp race that starts and finishes and there's a winner. It's this journey. It's a fascinating event. So I love to share it with the paddling community. And to help do that, the last couple of years we've been doing live shows. And one of the questions is, how do I paddle all day and prepare for the live shows? The secret is, I don't actually prepare. There's an army of volunteers behind the scenes that do all the work. The young women from the local university, those ladies do pretty much everything and make me look good. Yeah, they prepare everything. They put all the footage together. They set up all the interviews, and I just get to sit there with a microphone and kind of talk shit for half an hour. It's good fun. I got the best job at the 11 cities. How do I prepare for paddling in general? Unfortunately, I don't, and that is reflected in my finishing times at the 11 City Tour each year. What would be my goal, or a realistic goal for the next edition? I think it'd be just to train and prepare properly for the event, because I remember the first year, back in 2014 was my first year at the 11 City Tour, and that year I was there kind of with Bart de Zwart. He'd encouraged me to come over, and I was going to try and paddle with him. I wanted to race with him, which was an insanely optimistic goal. And I actually said to Bart, he's like, yeah, I'll try and stick with you for the first couple of hours. And then, you paddle away. Don't wait for me in the second half, but I'll try and stay with you for the first couple of hours, which was laughable. And I didn't even last the first 2 minutes paddling with Bart. I didn't even last the first 10 seconds. He was gone and I was hurting. And within that first 5 minutes, it really hit me, what have I done? What have I got myself into? The first day I was broken. I wanted to quit. The second day, I think I was in tears. I was like, what? I'm questioning all my choices in life up to that point. How did I get here? I'm paddling through these fields in the middle of nowhere in Friesland in these freezing conditions, and I'm in no shape to be doing it. I was questioning things at that point. But the third day, something clicked. And I looked around and I could see the windmill and the fields, and I thought, this is beautiful. And I just started paddling a little bit more calmly, had a bit of a better rhythm, and I started enjoying it. It changed from being this torturous physical and mental challenge to being a fun physical and mental challenge. And by the end of that third day, I was really enjoying the 11 City Tour. On the fourth day, I felt like $1 million. even though I should have been more tired than ever, I probably was, something in my mind had just changed and I was really feeling good. On the 5th day of that first year, I actually felt sad that we had to even finish. I wanted to keep going for another week. And, well, my hands didn't because the blisters were pretty scary looking. But I decided at the end of that first year that I wanted to go back again the next year and go back again and again because I was addicted. I was hooked. So this is a bucket list. The 11 City Tour is a bucket list that every paddler should tick off at least once in their lives. I do warn you, though, if you tick it off once, you'll most likely keep coming back year and year again because you get hooked. It's special. And the final question is the funniest moment during the event. I don't think we're allowed to publish. So the funniest moment for me during the 11 cities was last year when we decided to make some cover art for this rap song that somehow Ritske and the organizers had gotten produced. We had an actual theme song for the 11 cities. You gotta listen to that. It's special. But anyway, we needed some cover art to post it, and we were looking through all these cool, majestic drone shots and beautiful action shots, and we thought, no, this is a rap song. This has got to have a badass rap album cover to it. So in the middle of the night, I think we'd had a few glasses of wine on the media boat. This is midweek, by the way. This is during the event. We'd had a couple of wines, and I was chatting with the photographers, and one of the volunteers, this woman from Maui, had gone out and bought some Friesland flag underpants with the flag of Friesland, where we paddled, that province of the Netherlands. They're very proud of their flag over there, so you can just buy anything you can think of with the flag on it. She went out and bought these tiny pairs of underwear, very, very small. And I had these really cool quick blade paddles with the Friesland flag on the blade. So I had my QB paddles, she had the underwear, and we thought, let's just strip off in the freezing cold dead of night and hold the paddles in these weird poses, and we'll make this cool album cover. And there was a lot of nudity involved, and probably can't even post the photo on Instagram, but it was a lot of fun. Presuming you can't post that, what else? Okay, the funnest and funniest moments for me during the 11 cities, apart from the naked album cover photo shoot we did last year, whole other story. The funnest and funniest moments, I'd say, would be the 6th stage, stage 6. Everyone thinks it's a 5-stage race. There's actually 6 stages. And the 6th stage is the after party on Sunday night, when a lot of very tired, very relieved, very happy, and slightly drunk paddlers pile into the media escort boats, and we just cruise around the canals of Friesland, blasting the music, dancing away, trying not to fall in the water. And we always stop under this one bridge where if you can just sneak your head under, it turns into like this magical little cave under the road. And we park 2 or 3 of the media boats in there and blast the music, have a couple of drinks, and dance away. And if you look around, it's just the most surreal moment. You can't help but smile and laugh. So the 6th stage, that's definitely the funnest and funniest part of the 11 City Tour for me. Shit, I think that's everything. Shut up, SUP Racer.